get through to it. There's 3 reds in the line. I know he's straight on this red to the corner, but if he could get to one of those 3 reds, well, maybe the black goes into the opposite corner, and in potting the black he can disturb those 3 reds that are just to the right of the black as we look now. Well,
Selby 5.
Now let's see what could have happened here. I don't think he needed to bend it slightly, but he's just hitting across the ball at the moment. He's not finding the middle of the cue ball.
Yes, it looked like he felt he needed to turn it over a little bit, but...
One.
Might play the yellow into the bunch. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that was a line of 3 he needed to move. And he couldn't have played it any better.
3.
He's in the ascendancy at the moment, no doubt.
Four.
It's all right playing the cannon into the red directly above the black, but you need to kiss it on the left-hand side, not on the right-hand side, to be on these 2 reds perfectly. Didn't even play the cannon.
$11.
We talked earlier on about Marco break bills a little bit different to most, when on 3 or 4 occasions he got top side of the blue and didn't go into
12.
the reds earlier on. Remains to be seen whether that little chance he had there to bring reds into play will cost him in a few moments' time.
Well, surprised the way he's played that red. I thought he'd been leaving himself low on the black to go into the cluster while he still had 1 red loose. But he can't play the cannon now. So imperative that he gets a good angle on the black this time.
90.
68 is the snooker's required
20.
target.
This time he doesn't want to hit the front red, he wants to go in the joint on the 2 reds on the right hand side. He's avoided the middle red. He's got one in the middle. Didn't hit as nice as he wanted,
27.
but he'll be happy with that.
Pot success, there you see it. I think that tells the story of this session. 94% pot success this session for Mark Ofu. 86% for Mark Selby. That's the difference.
$28.
Wasn't imperative he got the right side of the blue. In fact, this is the right side of the blue, so to speak, because of that red in the baulk end. But to win the frame at this visit, he's going to have to play a cannon.
33.
He's going to have to bring that little cluster of 6 into play. Aye.
Has his tip come off?
Need to go in there.
You're kidding.
Break, his tip's just come off.
You're kidding.
Oh dear. We'll have to have a 10-minute break now.
The worst thing in the world that can happen to a snooker player. He must be distraught. Oh, can't believe it. What a thing to happen.
So there'll be a break now, and we'll have to probably go back to the studio. I don't know whether we get a chance to see it coming off. It was only chalking it, John. It wasn't like he was chalking it hard. This is when he's chalking the cue, John. Can you spot it?
Well, let's have a look. There it goes. Just watch, there it goes, and that is the worst thing that can happen to any snooker player at any time. And the semi-final of the World Championship, when you're really in stroke, well, you couldn't pick a worse time.
And he's on a break of 33 as we speak, Hazel. And John, we've never seen anything like this before, but like Stephen said, it's handy to start with a nice easy pot to get a little bit of confidence back in your trip.
Yes, it's just what's going on between the ears, though, for Marco. This, the way he'd been playing, he thought was a frame-winning chance, and he's smiling at the audience. Well, that might be a good sign. He's got a nice angle on the blue just to miss the pink and cannon into the reds to open them up and give him that frame-winning opportunity. Played the cannon. Is he on a red to the corner? It's got to be the left corner, otherwise he's on nothing.
39.
You never tell with Marco's body language sometimes, John. Oh, that's tight.
It might just go in off the right-hand jaw, but it's risky. Seemed to hit them well enough. Maybe could have done without just flicking that other red. That's the one that's making it difficult to judge whether this red pots. He thinks it does. Not all the pocket, just half a pocket available. But half a pocket was enough. It was one of those, if you're right behind it, you fancy pinching a bit. If he wasn't right behind it, I wouldn't have fancied him potting that.
Couldn't agree with you more, absolutely. And now a chance to win the frame at this visit, albeit it will still be in his mind about the tip. I mean, obviously it's been put on slightly. You always favour, you know, when you're playing screw shots, you have your tip
47.
sometimes shapes in a certain way.
Well, that's exactly what Stephen said
48.
in the studio. You always hold your cue, you grip at the butt end in exactly the same place, so you do tend to have a certain shape to the tip. But at the moment, it doesn't look to be affecting him. 50 points a lead.
55.
2 reds, 2 colours to win. Well, one of the most dramatic frames that I've ever witnessed. There's the tip, it's back on. And it looks like somebody's done a good job.
56.
Paul Collier was doing it, wasn't he? The referee, who's refereeing the final this year.
So ideally you want to play a cannon on that red that's just to the left of the pink here and hold for the 2 reds in the middle of the table.
You could just see some super glue there, John, on the side of the tip when we saw that. Look at that, you can see the super glue on his ferrule.
Yep. But another nice judgment with the cannon.
He's not going to make another century, is he, with a tip just
63.
flying off? It's a possibility now.
$64.
So, does black to go 66 points in front with just 59 remaining. It's there. So, fair play to Marco.
71. $72.
What character is showing here is Marco Fu.
74.
Doesn't show much emotion, but after what's happened with the tip, well, that
75.
just struggled in. How well has he done to keep himself together and make this a frame-winning contribution?
Thanks. $81.
Well, he's missed the red, but every credit to him.
81.
Because when that
And
tip
the
came off, you thought, well, what's he going to do now? But he came back in the arena and did enough. And he now leads the world #1, Mark Selby, by 8 frames to 7. One more frame to play.